Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Sarah, again. Today I will read the book, The History of Money. The History of Money. Jack skidded to a stop in front of Mia and Thomas's lemonade stand. Boy, am I thirsty? He emptied his pockets. I don't have any money. I just have this shell I found at the beach. Mia picked it up. It's pretty. May I have it for my collection? Sure, said Jack. It's a jade. Uncle Tito had stopped by the lemonade stand to see how sales were going. You two are bettering the oldest way of doing business, he said. Thomas poured Jack some lemonade. We talked about battering in school with Miss Science, he said. Long ago, weren't shells used for money? They were, Uncle Tito said. People in China and Africa used cowrie shells as money. Native Americans used beads made out of plum shells. The beads are called wampum. My mom has a wampum necklace, said Mia. Hey, look who's there. It's Miss Hines. So, this one we can know that Thomas has selling lemonade, but you can see Jack don't have any money, and he picked out the shells to have some lemonade, and he traded the shells. So that is a very old way of business, his Uncle Tito said. But Thomas said that long ago, people used shells to do like that too. So Uncle Tito agreed, right? And next. Hi kids, says Miss Science. I was out for a walk and saw your stand. Did I hear you talking about money? Yes, exclaimed Mia. Jack paid for his lemonade with a shell, and we start talking about battering and money at Thomas. I see, Miss Scythe replied. We have used all sorts of things as money: cow, grain, beads, fur, chocolate money, shouted Jack. That sounds delicious. Everyone laughed. Money can be anything that a group of people values and accepts for jade. Imagine something you and your friend might use for money, like your eraser. Is that used for money? Yeah. Next, when did people start using real money? Asked Thomas. Do you mean money like this? Said Uncle Tito, pulling coins and bills out of his pocket. He paid Thomas for a cup of lemonade. First, they used metals such as gold and silver. People would carry rings or trunks of silver and gold at Miss Sign, or they would use jewelry to buy things. Business would weight the metal because the metal is very rare, so people can trade like that to get their service for cutting hair or cutting object, right? Because jewelry is made of metal, right? And coins is too, so it's just as like coins. The first real coins were made many centuries ago. Centuries is like 100 years is a century. But centuries as. It will be a long, like some hundreds years. Miss Science continued. They were a mixture of gold and silver called electrum. They were easy to carry. They didn't need to be weighed. More and more countries start to use coins at Uncle Tito. Yes, many people using coins now. Like USA, they're using coins a lot. And now, people in China start to use spade and knife-shaped coins. Miss Science said. Eventually, they switched to coins that were more rounded, that had a hole in the middle. The hole made it possible to carry these coins on strings, so it won't be lost, right? Depending on what metal was available, said Uncle Tito, coins were made of bronze, copper, gold, or silver. At first, only wealthy people used coins. Most people still bartered for everyday items. Using money was easier than bartering at Miss Science. You could buy all sorts of goods and services with money. You could see to it to figure out how much something was worth. And since money didn't rot or go bad, you could store your wealth. The first known coins were created almost 3,000 years ago. They were made in the country called Lydia in what is now Turkey. Soon, the use of coins spread to other areas, including Greece and India, because Greece and India is near the Turkey, right? So you can see the history of the coins very long time ago, 3,000 years ago, right? What about paper money? Asked Jack. That's even lighter than coins. China is the first country who known to use paper money, explained Miss Science. Hundreds of years went by before paper money was used in a row. That didn't happen until the 1600s. What about Americas? Asked Thomas. Early colonists used a mixture of money, said Uncle Tito. They used Indian wampum, furs, tobacco, and French, English, and Spanish coins. Each colony in America issued its own money too. At Miss Science, it could be very confusing. So, in America, we mix all the monies from many countries, and also we just also use paper money and coins. We use both. The Spanish real was a popular coin. People would split it into 8 bits or pieces to make change. 2 bits were 1/4, a quarter of a real. 2 of 8 equal 1 of 4. You can know 2 of 8. There are 8 and there are 2 here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. 4 group left, and 1 of 4 is we have here, and then 3 left, and here we can have. We'll have this, and then we have 3 group left, and so it's just the same, right? Some have 2 bits became a term for the U.S. quarters and 25 cents. Some people still refer to quarters or 25 cents as 2 bits. When did we get regular U.S. money? Asked Jack. In late 1700s, after the United States officially became a nation, said Uncle Tito, the government created the U.S. Mint in 1792. It mints or makes U.S. coins. The first coins were copper cents. Soon the mint was making gold and silver coins too. So that the U.S. before the U.S. is we nation, the government had created the money already. You can see, right? What about paper money in the United States? Asked Mia. Oh. In the U.S., in the United States, asked Mia, coins became scarce in 1860s during the Civil War. Civil War is like the all around the world. Many countries fighting called Civil War. People were afraid. Many hoarded their gold and silver coin and another metal were needed for the war, explained Miss Science. Also, wars are expensive. The government needs money to pay for the war. So the government made paper money? Thomas asked. Yes, Miss Science replied. But people didn't have much trust in paper money. But it was from the government, replied Mia. Oh, wait, I think I know. What's It's because people weren't used to using paper money. Mia asked. Exactly, said Uncle Tito, pulling a dollar bill out of his pocket. So if you read here, you can see that America, the war also needs the money very much, right? Exactly, said Uncle Tito, pulling a dollar bill out of his pocket. Today, the U.S. Bureau of Engraving and Printing prints paper money in 5 cities. Its location in Washington, D.C. and Fort Worth, Texas have stores, and you can see money being printed. He said, I'd like to see that, said Thomas. Maybe they'll give us a sample, like when we went to the candy factory and saw how it's made. Uncle Tito chuckled. Chocolate isn't like money anymore, because we cannot trade chocolate for goods or service anymore, right? So if we want to see the money printing, you need to I think you cannot, because they're very, very be careful, or you will scrap that you stole it, right? Now, when someone uses a bank card, the bank's computer keeps track how much money they spend electronically from their account. Jack hummed, scratching his head. Usually my parents don't use paper dollars or coins. They use bank cards to buy things. I know what you mean, Uncle Tito responded, opening his wallet. Credit cards, debit cards, gas cards. I have more plastic than money. Money is always changing, said Miss Science. We went from battery to using metals, then to using coins, and then to using paper money. Now we buy things with bank cards. Electronic money is the new money revolution. You can see that the bank card is very useful, because if you put money in there, you can steal. No one can steal it, right? Imagine what money will be like when we're grown up, said Thomas. Mia grinned. We can't wait to find out, right? Okay, and I think it's the end for today. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.